Yeah.
So this is your first Thursday, Sunday to Thursday. How did some of the veterans say to approach this?
I think just trust your training and just focus on what you can control and just have a right attitude throughout the week and then be ready to go on Thursday.
You ever had a quick turnaround like this with football before?
No. This is the first Thursday night game we've had, so it'll be a good experience just to learn how to play, right after you just played on Sunday.
What Devin just said, how have you tried to assert your leadership through the years and developed as a leader, so pivotal to the position?
I think that just happens naturally. You can't force yourself to be a leader, and it comes with time and obviously doing the right thing all the time. And really good leaders, they're themselves. They don't try to be somebody else, and they just do what they are supposed to do, and they do it to the best of their ability.
What's the biggest difference this week, Mac, in terms of getting ready for the quick turnaround? Is everything crammed, something like that, or what's the biggest difference for you, Josue?
Yeah, I think just time. Usually we play on Sunday, and now we're playing on Thursday, so you just lose a couple of days, and you just have to get it all in while you can, and then just be ready to go by Thursday.
How are you doing with that loss of time? You feel like you're up to speed right now?
Yeah, I think today was good, but definitely some stuff to clean up.
Dante mentioned the 24-hour rule is normally the rule, but did that have to get cut back maybe a little bit this week?
Yeah, for sure. With the quick turnaround, we all made an agreement to focus on Thursday, and nothing in the past matters, and nothing in the future past Thursday matters. So we're all on the same page there.
I know it's not a quick drive, but do you have any extra family maybe from Jacksonville who are going to be able to make this one in Atlanta?
Yeah, my family will be there. They come to all the games, so it's always good.
Earlier today, Judon told us that you don't really talk, so he always goes out of his way to try and make you talk. What are those conversations like?
They're good. I think Matt's a funny person, and he's always having fun with it. And like we talked about earlier, with leadership, he's just himself, and yeah, that's just who he is. He's a fun guy, and you can tell on the field he's just out there playing the game how he knows how to play.
Looking at the touchdown you threw to Kendrick, and just as an example, do you feel like your confidence to throw into those tighter windows down the field has grown now later in the season?
Yeah, I think just nailing the opportunity when it's there. And there's been times I've missed that, and I can definitely do a better job of that consistently. And it just goes back to sticking to my reads. And on that play, he was open, and I threw it to him, and we just got to keep doing that.
The Falcons defensive coordinator, Dean Pease, actually has a little background with Coach Belichick.
Yeah.
What do you know about him and their defense?
Yeah, I think they're a really good defense. They play with a lot of effort, and they do some stuff to confuse the quarterback, and they've done a good job of disguising and all that. So we just got to go out there and stick to our rules, and they're a good team. They have really good team speed, and he's a great defensive coordinator who's been around for a long time, here, Baltimore, Tennessee, etc. So he's been a lot of different places, and he's done a good job at every stop.
Go back to Matt Judon for a second. Do you have a favorite funny Matt Judon story?
Not really. Just every day there's something new. So he just likes to have fun, and he always has the music on in the locker room and stuff. So he's the DJ, I guess, if you want to call him that.
Do you get some requested?
No.
No?
They can do that, and I just listen, and just like everybody else.
When you come off a game where you play well and the offense is clicking, is there a different feeling heading to the week as opposed to maybe you come off a performance where you weren't happy with yourself?
Not really. I think just that's a lot of outcome thinking, and you can't really focus on that. It's hard to, but you shouldn't have to let something bad happen to you to be good, if that makes sense. You should just demand yourself to be good all the time, regardless of if your last play, your last game was good or bad. So that's something that you just have to take for a grain of salt and just keep moving forward, and don't focus on the past and don't focus on the future.
I know it won't be an issue this week since you guys will be down in a dome, but how have you prepared yourself for these cold games that are going to be coming up in a couple weeks?
Yeah, this game will be inside, so we don't have to worry about any of that. And when the other stuff happens, it'll happen. And we always practice outside, so it's always good to get the reps there outside.
How would you say your relationship with Josh McDaniels has evolved? Maybe back since training camp to now, like, how often would you communicate? Are you running stuff by him all the time? Like, what's that like?
Yeah, Josh is a great coach, and he's been close with me ever since I got here, and he knows that he wants me to be the best player I can be, just like everybody else on the offense. So communication is definitely important, and we've done a good job of that all year. And obviously, he's done a great job putting me in a position to lead the offense and for the other guys to make the plays. So he does a great job of that, and hopefully we can just continue to do that.
Back on Sunday, once again, we saw it at the line of scrimmage with some hands. It looked like you checked some plays. It seemed maybe more than once. You checked a couple of times. How much more comfortable, confident are you in that aspect?
Yeah, I think just goes back to applying the coaching to the game, and when you're out there and they give you the look that you want, then keep it, and they don't give you the look you want, then change it. But we practice those, and at this point we've had a lot of experience throughout the past couple months, so it's just a lot of the ins and outs of the offense and doing what you're supposed to do based on the knowledge that you already have and like the baseline rules that you already have. So just trying to get the right play called at the right time.
Are you free to check to whatever route or protection or run that you want?
Yeah, that's top secret information. You'll have to ask Josh or Coach Belichick about that one.
Ever since Jakob got the crimson hair, have you noticed that his performance has really taken off?
Yeah. Yeah, maybe he should become a Bama fan or keep it, I guess. All good? Anybody else?
How about one quick one about the stadium setting?
Mm-hmm.
Not a new stadium for you professionally, but you've had experience
Yeah.
there.
I mean, I always say just the field is 100 yards long and 53 1/3 wide, so just focus on that, and everything else will change every week. So that's all you can really focus on. And a lot of people have played here, and I think it's a great stadium, but it's not the most important thing, So.
But you go on and study where the play clock is when you have to make sure you're aware of where the clock is and what's going to be like when there's fans in there. There's lots of
Yeah. Yeah, I think there's familiarity there, but I always do that, and the quarterback's job is to find the play clocks whatever stadium you're at, get there and find them, and then just kind of play the game on the field that you've always played it on. So.
Has David been chirping you about his undefeated dogs as of late as he gets deeper into college season at all?
Yeah, a little bit. But yeah, we talk about it every once in a while, but nothing crazy.
Maybe in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
All right, cool. Thanks, y'all.